Okay. I think it's working. Okay. Hi. How are you? Lindsay can't be here. She's sick. I don't know if you saw her post, but she's really sick, like in bed, cannot get out of bed sick. So we are going on without her. But Mindy and Lindsay worked really hard on the goal setting workshop. Bear with me as I try to mute people as they come in. You're probably going to hear some pop on. Okay. So they worked really hard on it, and it's starting tomorrow. Raise your hand if you're in that workshop. Okay, good. And we want to emphasize that it's not a training, it's a workshop. That means you have to work. You have to do the things that they ask you to do the action steps. Oh my gosh, I can't keep up with these meetings. There are so many, I can't. Guys, make sure you mute yourself when you come on. The problem is there's some people on their phones and I don't think they know they can mute themselves. Oh, duh, you can mute yourself on a phone, right? If you're on the phone, mute yourself. Okay, so the training, the workshop, I mean, not the training. It starts tomorrow, and they worked really hard on it. So you have to make sure, because like any other training, if you did like Coach Basics or Push to Emerald or anything like that, if you missed a day, it was okay because you could like backtrack and do it and like catch up. This doesn't really work like that. You have to keep up, and it really doesn't take much time every day. So I think everyone could find 10 minutes to kind of check in and make sure that you're doing it. And if you're somebody who forgets to check into those things, set yourself an alarm. Put it on your phone. I do that for things that I know I'm going to forget, like checking in with certain challengers or something. Set an alarm on your phone so that every single night you're checking that group, doing the action step that you should be doing. I'm losing it. All right. So Lindsay wanted me to mention that there will be a drawing for a prize for everyone who stays on top of their game and engaged. So that means you're actually commenting and doing it. But actually, I'm going to let Mindy hop on because she wanted to talk about something real quick from today's post. Can you mute yourself?
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So there was 2 posts today. One in the workshop, and then Erica made a post in the team page, and both kind of aggravated me. In the workshop, we want you guys to pair up. If you were in the Sweet Elite training, we paired up and kept each other accountable with somebody that you've never paired up with before. So not your success partner, not your upline. And I think it was really helpful to get to know somebody else on the team that you might not know. So I want you guys to do that because there's a lot of people commenting, I don't have a partner, but there's not anybody saying, hey, I'll be your partner. So we need to do that. And the same thing with success partners. There's a lot of people putting their information in the success partner post that Erica did today, but there's nobody saying, hey, I'll be your success partner. So I think that's really, really critical. You guys know I push this all the time, the partner thing. So I am asking you, please, it's so much easier to do with a partner. So jump on those posts after this call and find yourself a partner. That is all.
Thanks, Cindy. And the reason, like, we put so much time and effort into these things, and so the reason, like, we bug you about it so much is because it's like, why would we put so much time and effort into it if no one's actually doing it, right? So if that's the trend, because like with Coach Basics and Push to Emerald, that was the trend. Like we spent all this time on that stuff, like going in there every day, trying to comment and encourage everyone, but it was like crickets. There was like one person by day 7, and it just wasn't worth it for us, if that makes any sense, because we have our own business to run too. So it's not that we don't love you. It's just that, we want you to, like, we know you want to be successful. And in order to do that, you have to take action. So that's why we're pushing you a little bit and being a little tough and saying, get your butt in there and do it. There's really no excuse. I mean, if you're a business builder, you have 10 minutes to do it every day. So make that a priority, set your alarm, and do it. Otherwise, just leave the group because there's really no point. So on the same topic as like goal setting, because really that's all we're talking about today, I have been doing one-on-one calls with my personally sponsored coaches who are active and want to work. And we've been talking about goals. I suggest that you do that with your downline. If you only have one coach who's working, get on the phone with them and talk about your goals together. If you have 10 people, make sure you get on the phone with them. And it doesn't have to be with your discount coaches because they're not working this business. But anyone who really wants something out of this, set up a 30-minute phone call. We kept ours pretty quick. It was like 25, 30 minutes. We were done. And I made sure I wrote all of their goals in my planner. So now I can refer to those during the months and I can say, hey, Kelly, how's your training going for that half marathon? Right? Because I know that's one of her goals for 2017. So now I get to hold her accountable to that. And we are coaches. That's our title. So that's our job, is to push people and make them do what they said they were going to do. So I would encourage all of you to do that, whether you have one coach or 10, doesn't matter. You're still a leader. And if you have no idea what you're doing, that doesn't matter either. Just get on the phone, your friends, just talk about it, talk about your goals together. And when you're setting your goals, okay, to be honest, I struggle with this right here. It's, there's a fine balance between, sorry, trying to find that. I think I got it. Okay, got it. This is like some crazy game I'm playing right now. What was I saying? Darn it. Someone type in the chat. What was I saying? Don't unmute yourself because it's like cat and mouse over here. I can't even remember. Oh, goals. Okay. So it's like a fine line between balancing yourself, between setting small goals and then setting that feel overwhelming to you, and then setting goals that don't challenge you and that don't make you grow in any way. So if you don't sell yourself short. So I was talking to one of my coaches the other day, and she was saying that she was scared to put an income goal down because she didn't know if she could hit it. Well, that's not the point of goals, right? So we had a conversation about that. It's you don't write goals down that you know how to do, because what's the point? If you know how you're going to get there and it's easy for you, that's not really a goal, right? That's not going to challenge you. It's not going to help you grow as a person. So if you want to make $20,000 this year, write it down. I don't care if you have one person on your team. Write it down and figure out the how later, because that's what you do. You figure out what you want, you get clear on it, and then you figure out how you're going to do it after the fact. So do not hold yourself back and say, I want to make $100 a month, if in your heart you really want to pay off thousands of dollars of debt, because those two things don't line up. Tony Robbins, I sent this to my downline. If you're interested in watching this video, let me know. Tony Robbins is the man. If I wasn't married, I might be pursuing him because I love him. This video is amazing. It's called New Year, New Life, I think. And in it, I'm not going to do as good of a job as he does, of course, but he talks about how there's this part of your brain that when you set a goal and you get really clear on it and you have this vision, that your brain finds a way to make those things happen. If you, say you want to be a diamond coach and you're not just saying, I want to be a diamond coach and then you forget about it. That's not really setting the goal and being clear on it. You have to, say, I want to be a diamond coach. This is what I need, right? You know what a diamond coach is and what it takes to be a diamond coach. And you say it every day. You review it every day. You could write it on your whiteboard and every day you're saying, I'm a diamond coach. And there's this part of your brain that will then, because it's like part of your life now, it like finds ways to make that happen. So you become more aware of the things that it will take to get there. So he used the example, like, you know, when you buy a new car and all of a sudden you see that car everywhere, like that happens to you, right? Like you see that car everywhere. And that's because now your brain, it knows, okay, this is part of my life now. I'm going to notice it. And it's the same with your goals. So if you want to achieve something this year, you have to get super clear on it, but not just like, not write it in your planner and then turn the page and never go back to it, because that's not helpful. And to be honest, that's kind of what I did with some of my goals. I was telling my coaches, I know this is redundant for them, but I put elite on my vision board last year, and then I never even like reviewed the things to be elite. Like I kind of knew what I had to do, but like I didn't get specific. I didn't put together a plan. I didn't do anything. I just put it on my list, and then I was like, all right, well, I hope it happens. And guess what? It didn't happen. I didn't have a plan. So this year I'm changing that, and I'm getting very specific. So I challenge you to do the same. And write it where you can see it literally every day, and you're reviewing it every day. All right, so we're going to do something new in our team page this year. Probably, I would say after this call, but you know it's late for me, so it'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to post a document. I'm going to use a Google Doc, and I'm going to post the link in our team page, and I'm going to pin it to the top, which means our MLM Nation Mastermind one won't be pinned anymore, so you'll just have to search that if you're doing that. But I'm going to pin this document, and basically what it's going to be is like our team goal sheet. So together, because we want this to be a team thing, because this isn't just my team, it's not just Lindsay's team, it's not just Mindy's team, it's not just Billy's team or whoever, like it's all of our teams, right? So we want our goals to reflect that. So we're going to do team-wide goals for things like, how many people do we want to hit diamond in 2017? And the trick here is that you have to think about the people who aren't even on our team yet. Because as you grow your team, you're going to find new people. And those people have plenty of time to go diamond. So we have to kind of raise our bar a little bit. So we have to think, how many people do we want to be diamond? How many emeralds? How many rubies? How many star diamonds? How many Success Club All-Stars? How many Success Club Legends? How many success starters? That's a big one. And then the leadership ladder too. So how many team leaders? How many, I should know all these, I don't. Business starter, things like that. So I want you guys to help me with that. So use the chat box right now and start thinking, like just throw out some numbers. It doesn't have to be like permanent right now. I just need some help brainstorming. And if this is going to be our team-wide goal, I don't want it to just be me or Lindsay coming up with these numbers. So help us come up with numbers. And I'm going to write some things down, and then we'll decide. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the document. I'm going to highlight it. So it'll say like diamonds. And then if we say we want 30 diamonds, I'm going to highlight 30 boxes. And if you hit diamond in 2017, you're going to go in there and you're going to put your name in one of those boxes. So now we have a visual of how many we still need to complete. So Kelly Winter just hit diamond. So when I do this thing, she's going to go in, she's going to put her name. And then Heather is going to put her name in the emerald one. So it's going to be a great visual for us and a great way to track your progress too, so that the team can see it, can recognize you, and all of that awesome stuff. So it looks like on average, you guys are saying like 30, 35 diamonds. That's scary. I know we can do it though. I like scary goals. Oh, and while I'm talking about scary goals, last year, see, hold on. Someone's not muted. Let me play this game again. Okay. So last year I put on my goal list that I wanted to make $70,000. That was like insane for me because I'm a really slow builder. I've said that before. Like I'm like no Melanie Mitro. I'm like the turtle. I'm like super slow going. And I wanted to make $70,000 by the end of the year. And that was really scary for me. And I made a little bit over 40,000 this year. So I missed my goal by like a lot of money. I wasn't even close. But here's the thing is that does that make me any less of a person? Like, do you guys think I'm horrible because I didn't hit my goal? Hopefully not. It doesn't, like, you're not going to die if you miss your goal. So stop letting fear like run you. Stop letting fear decide what you're going to go for and what you're not going to go for. If you set a goal for $40,000 and you hit 25,000, are you still going to be happy? Yeah, that's 25,000 more than you ever hit. So think about that. You know, don't let fear hold you back. So I also had some other things on there I didn't hit, and I'm okay with that. And like I've had elite on my goal board 2 years in a row, and guess what? It's gonna go on there a third time. Third time's a charm, hopefully. I don't know. But that's what I want. So I'm not changing my goal just because I haven't hit it yet. I'm not changing my goal. I'm just going to change my strategy. I'm going to change how I'm going to get there. All right, let me look. Jackie said we're at 192 total team members in our page. Yeah. And remember, not everybody, not every coach on Team Evolve gets added to our page. So we have so many more than that we don't even know about. She thinks we'll be at least 350, 375 by the end of the year. I'm writing these down because the chat disappears when I close out. So that's a good one too. And that reminded me another good goal to have is how many people in our team page. Lindsay and I had set a goal for 100. I don't even know when that was. It wasn't that long ago. We wanted 100, and now we have 192. That's amazing. All right, let's see. 45 emeralds. And you know what? Emeralds, I think, is a good one to have like higher than diamonds because emeralds is two people. And when you think about it, getting to diamond is just going emerald over and over and over again, right? If you think of it that way, and don't let the whole 8 coaches thing like overwhelm you. You're just going emerald over and over again. You get your 2 coaches, then you get another 2, then you get another 2 and another 2, and then you help someone else get 2, right? And just think of it that way. It's like baby steps. Mindy said 20 success starters. Did you guys see, while we're on that topic, so it used to be, let's see if I get this right. It used to be if you hit Success Club your first 3 months of coaching, you got a free ticket to Summit. But now I just saw they're also adding if you hit Team Leader on the leadership ladder, if you hit that within your first year of coaching, you also get a free ticket to Summit, which is amazing because there's some people, you know, who sign up as a discount coach and they're not really sure they want to work the business, but then they get excited about it and then they don't really have that opportunity to hit success starters. I mean, that's what I was. Like I wasn't working the business right away, so I missed that opportunity. So that's really cool, and that's something to share with your new coaches too. So now they have 2 opportunities. Sarah said every coach to team leader. If you guys don't know what each rung is, I just told you I didn't know what each rung was. I should probably go study them. If you guys don't know what each rung is on the leadership ladder, go look it up in the online office and know the next one that you're shooting for. Because rank sometimes is like, it feels very elusive, like it's hard to reach. But if you have, like for team leader, like if you know you need 4 of your coaches to get Success Club, now you have like a like a benchmark, like something to work towards, right? So make sure you understand those and work towards those instead of, also work for rank, but the leadership ladder is a great thing to work for as well. Mindy, do you have anything I'm forgetting right now? Unmute yourself. Don't say no.
No, I think you covered most of it. The team leader thing, though, it's not coaches that hit Success Club. They just have to have at least 1 point. So, like, it's coaches below you that at least have 1 Success Club point on the ladder. Like, to hit team leader. Like,
I see what you're saying. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like if so Tara's my coach. If she has 1 point, that counts as 1.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be 5.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. And usually at Summit too, they're now like celebrating the leadership ladder. So in order to get invited to like the fun parties and stuff, things like that, like leadership ladder, are important. All right, anything else? I think I wrote these all down. If you guys have, sorry, I'm reading these. If you guys have more thoughts, more to add, just put it in the chat box real quick. But once we decide on these final numbers, then I'll put it in that document. I'll put it in the coaching group, and then we know we have to get to work, right? So your job this week is going to be to do the training, or I keep calling it training, the workshop, the goal setting workshop, if you're in there. If you're not, you should probably be in there. And then, make sure that you have, by the end of that week, you should have your vision for 2017 all mapped out for you. So if you don't have that, make sure that's something you're constantly working on. I really need to get to work too, because I haven't actually written anything down yet and haven't created my vision board. So I'm going to do that as well. But make sure you're doing something visual, and like Pinterest and those, what's the word I'm looking for? There's like online vision boards. Those are great, but like, again, if you write something in your planner and you turn the page and you never go back to it, it's not very useful. So do something visual that you're going to see all the time. And don't be afraid when you're setting your goals. If you want something, then go for it. And if you have no idea how to get there, reach out to us. There's no shame in asking for help. So make sure you reach out to your upline or anyone, really. Anyone on this team will help you. And you don't have to do this alone. And there's goal. If you want to shoot for something like Elite or Premier or something like that, put it on your list, and then, talk to one of us, because there's actually like a sheet that you could fill out that helps you know what you need to do every single month to get to where you want to be at the end of the year. And it's really, really useful. So don't count yourself out of Elite, even if you're Emerald right now, because I've seen people go from Emerald or from Diamond to 5-star in like 2 months. And you guys have 12 months. So that's plenty of time. Do not count yourself out. All right, before we end, any questions?
Sarah asked where the sheet was.
What sheet? Oh, the Elite one? The Elite one they shared in the, I don't know if you're in this, there's a Diamond, the Southeast Diamond. No, you wouldn't be in Southeast. Is there like a regional diamonds page for you? If there is, it should be in there. If not, let me know and I can share it with you. All right, any other questions? All right. I think that's it then. I will end this recording. I'll share the recording probably tomorrow because it has to process and stuff and then upload. And I'll share that document in there as well once we get the numbers all set. And I think that's it. So I'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining us. This is huge. Tons of people on this call. I'm super impressed. So we're actually gonna have another call at the end of this month. It's on the calendar, right, Mindy?
Yeah, 2 calls this month.
Okay, yeah, 2 calls. Just That's not normal, but it's just because we moved to this one so that we could kick off this goal setting workshop. So make sure that you have the calendar printed, that you're checking it, put the dates in your calendar so that you're not missing anything. All right, guys, good night.